Hey, New Life, it's Pastor Steve on the Inner Circle. It's Wednesday. We just came through the storm, literally. The hurricane blew through yesterday. We lost our power a little bit after 9 o'clock yesterday morning, and we didn't get it back till about 3 a.m. But other than that, we've been fine. Just a little bit of small branches down on our property, nothing big. Hope you're all safe. Hope you all have your power back if you don't have, if you lost it. It's a beautiful day now, not a cloud in the sky that I can see. I want to just keep on piggybacking on how Pastor was talking about Paul and Silas and their worship and how it produced a miracle. I want to come at it from a slightly different perspective today. I want to talk to you about how being in the presence of God can shift your perspective to see things from God's perspective instead of maybe man's. There's so much information coming our way, and it's just really funny when I peruse social media. It's just so obvious that even in Christian circles, the issues are seen from sometimes very conflicting sides, even from believers. And sometimes it's hard to say, well, who's right? I can see each person's point of view. And sometimes there is a biblical argument for conflicting sides, and you're like, well, which one do you take? And this is something that's kind of guided me through my life, as far as, again, how do I confidently know that I'm seeing things from God's perspective, at least for me? It's found in Psalm 73, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of a breakdown. In the first part of the psalm, the writer is basically saying, the wicked prosper, the righteous don't. Everything seems to be upside down, and he's just really kind of ranting about it and is frustrated. But I'm going to come in basically. Let's see here. At verse 13. So I'm going to start Psalm 73, verse 13. It says, "Did I keep my heart pure for nothing? Did I keep myself innocent for no reason? I get nothing but trouble all day long. Every morning brings me pain. If I had really spoken this way to others, I would have been a traitor to your people. So I tried to understand why the wicked prosper, but what a difficult task it is." But here's the key verse, verse 17. "Then I went into your sanctuary, O God, and I finally understood the destiny of the wicked." Now there's a principle here that the psalmist is revealing. He was seeing his world in a certain way from a certain perspective, and it was really frustrating him. Then he went into the presence of God. He went into the sanctuary of God, and all of a sudden he understood. And that has been kind of a guiding way of doing things, way of seeking the Lord for me. When I am not sure I'm seeing things from the right perspective, when I'm not sure I understand things clearly, or if I'm not at least seeing it from God's perspective, what I have to do is I have to make it a discipline, number one, to calm my mind, calm my heart, put the things that are bothering me aside, and just get into a room by myself and worship. And when I do, His presence comes, the waters calm, and all of a sudden my perspective shifts and changes and sees things from His perspective. Sometimes you have to see things from the perspective of His presence, from the perspective of eternity, and all of a sudden the things that were important to me or the things that were bothering me all of a sudden don't have much weight when I'm in His presence. And then all of a sudden my perspective shifts, so that the things that really are important to the Lord all of a sudden become important to me. And the way He's seeing something, all of a sudden my eyes are open to the way He's seeing those things. So this is a way that I have checked myself. If I'm not confident that I'm seeing something from His perspective, if something's really bothering me, and here's some of the things that are a little bit of a like red flags for me. If I know I'm not seeing things the right way from His perspective, if I have anxiety, if I don't have peace, if I'm dealing with anger or frustration that just won't seem to go away, those are red flags to me that I am not walking with the Lord in those particular areas or those particular things. Because when you walk with the Lord, you always have peace. When you walk with the Lord, You're not anxious. You're not fretting. You're not angry. And there's nothing wrong with being angry, or there's nothing wrong with something maybe stressing you out. That's normal in life. But when it won't go away, or when you can't get victory over it, that is a true sign that you're not seeing things from his perspective. So if you find yourself in those situations, you're going through social media and you're seeing all the conflict, or even if you got something going on in your own personal life, with relationships or on the job or finances, and you can't seem to get peace, you can't seem to kind of gain the victory inside your soul so that you can say, all right, I know God's in control. I know this is going to be okay. If you can't find that place, put everything aside. Sometimes it takes some discipline. You just say, you know what, I am going to put all that to the side for right now. I know it's still there. I acknowledge it's still there, but I am going to put all of my attention on him, and I'm just going to worship him. And I guarantee you, if you do that, and sometimes it takes a little bit. Sometimes it takes, it's a struggle to get that mind to shut down. But if you do it, if you get into his presence and you can honestly say you've just given your heart and given your all to him in worship, I guarantee you, when his presence comes, your perspective will change and you will see it differently by the time you come out. I've found that has been a guiding light for me in how I navigate certain things in my life and in my heart and in my mind. Try it out. I guarantee you'll get peace. You'll get victory over the things you're struggling with, at least on the inside. And then no matter what you're walking through, no matter what you've got to face, you're going to do it with the peace of the Lord. You're going to do it with his strength. You're going to do it from his perspective. God bless you guys. I'll see you in church. Can't wait to worship with you on Sunday. Love you.